Really bless my words. And listen, are you guys ready for today? Right? Put a 777 if you guys are ready, because I want to know. Right? I want to know who's ready. I want to know where you guys are calling in from. What city? What state? What country are you guys calling in from? Let me know in the chat right now. Listen, we're about to get lit this morning. We've got our live shot here, and listen, guys, we are fired up. Let me know in the chat, where are you calling in from? Right? Let me know what city, what state. Right? Give me a second. Let me open the chat. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right, we are live. We are live. We are live. So let me know in the chat one more time where you guys are calling in from. It's about to get really exciting. It's Feel Good Mondays, man. It's Feel Good Mondays, right? This is a call that we've been talking about for a while, and now it's really happening. It's Monday morning. Listen, 18th of December, and we are fired up. We got our live shot right here. And listen, man, I've had a great weekend. I'll be honest, I had a great weekend and really putting things together for the new year, really putting things together for what we're about to accomplish moving into 2024. As a matter of fact, my mind's already on 2025. But let me know in the chat where you guys are calling in from, man. Let me know in the chat, because we're about to get really excited this morning. Mr. High Energy, right? Calling in from London, England. And okay, we got Birmingham. Shout out to my listen, Birmingham, already know. My second home, man. My second home, for real. All right, Canary Wharf, yes. Calling from Canary Wharf, myself in London. We got Mark in London, fantastic. UK, Birmingham, London, okay. Accra, Ghana. Shout out to Ghana. Yes, yes, yes. I see you, I see you, I see you. Etise. Yes, Omar. Yes, Dorcas, I see you, I see you. Listen, man, if you guys can have your cameras on, right? If I know it's morning, I know it's morning. I know some of you are, still getting together. But listen, I'm excited to be here this morning. Really grateful for every single one of you being here, because guys, this is the first actual call, the first morning motivational call that I'm doing. And we're gonna start this series every single Monday, right? We're gonna start this and moving into even the whole week, right? We're gonna start doing these calls because it's very, very important to understand, guys. Mindset is everything, right? Someone put in the chat, mindset is everything, right? Let me know in the chat and just send me put in the chat box, mindset is everything, okay? Because as we go into 2024, it's extremely important that you understand what your goal is, right? And my topic for today is going to be called the C.H.A. formula, right? The C.H.A. formula. Okay, someone put in the chat, I need someone to be an administrator in the chat. Someone can help me out, C.H.A. formula, right? This is going to be the topic of today's training. And then after that, we're going to cover some affirmations, and we're going to get one of our leaders to actually read out the affirmations and to really prepare us for this week ahead. Because guys, this is a crucial week, okay? Listen, guys, I'll be honest, right? For those that know me, for those that are close to me, you guys understand. Listen, at the mode that I'm in right now, I don't think I've been in this mode for a minute. I'm just going to be very transparent because I'm always in mode. But this type of mode that I'm in, this is extreme Mr. High Energy. I'm talking about like next year, we're gonna create 25 six-figure earners in our business, right? That's the type of level that we're on. That's the type of mindset we're talking about right now. Okay, we're talking about extreme levels of activity. But before I go into the training, it's definitely a great tradition here. In the Envision You Health and Wealth Company, you know what I'm saying? We have to take a shot. It's only right. And there was a song by Drake, and he said, "Take a shot for me." Oh, you might not know that song. I know that song. That's 2011. That was back, but I remember the song. And Drake made that song for a reason, because we're about to take a shot, right? Now, you may not have the Alive juice right now at your disposal, but take a glass of water, put it into a shot glass, and let's take a shot, right? For success. Okay, we're gonna cheers to our success, to 2024, to this incredible year that we're about to have. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys about 10 seconds, right? And get your shots together. Let me know if you got a juice. It could be a juice, it could be a bottle of water, whatever, right? Tonya said she never heard it. Okay, well, now you heard it, right? All right. So give you guys 10 seconds. Let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat if you've got. Listen, you guys know I like my old school music, so leave me alone, please. Leave me alone. All right. Let me know in the chat if you got your juice or whatever you have. we're gonna take a shot, right? Because this is very, very important as we move into the new year, guys. Guys, you gotta be on this time of the year. I know it's holiday season, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I am in my bag right now because I understand the way you finish the year, that finishing strong is important, right? Okay, okay. If you got an empowered, if you got a spray, okay, we're gonna get this shot going right now. Okay, great. So we're gonna cheers. We're gonna toast to success. We're gonna toast to wisdom. We're gonna toast to all the goals that you have in 2024, right? And by the way, I want all of you to write down 100 goals for 2024. That has to be the minimum. 100 goals for the new year, right? 100 goals. Someone put 100 goals in the chat. 100 goals. And it doesn't mean it could be as big as you want. It doesn't have to be, oh, what you think you can achieve. It should be goals, it should be things that are astronomically large on purpose to stretch you. You see, writing a goal down doesn't mean you have to hit it at the time that you've set it for. It's the reason why you set a goal is for you to move forward, for you to progress. It's about the person that you're becoming. And there's Jim Rohn, one of my favorite mentors of all time. There's an audio that he put together called Your Best Year Ever. It's a 4-hour training. I'm actually going to go through it. I'm actually going to go through the training. I go through the training every like December to set myself up. And I'm going to be going through that probably at some point this week. It's a 4-hour YouTube video. And I'm going to study it. And in that audio, he says, don't wish things were easier, wish you were better. That's the mentality we got to have right now. As we're moving into the new year, I want you to forget about what's happened this year. It's happened, right? Whether it's good or bad, now it's time to move forward, right? The Bible says pressing forward towards the things that we desire to achieve. So we're going to take a shot, right? And we're going to toast, okay? You ready? 3, 2, 1. Yes, sir. Okay, now I'm ready. Now I'm ready. Well, listen, first and foremost, I want to give massive gratitude to God for even this opportunity to be here, and I want to give a massive shout out to our CEOs, co-founders, visionaries, the best 2 leaders in the industry right now, period. I don't care what you tell me, doesn't matter. The 2 best, David Ebenite and Ivan Tapia. I'm grateful to you guys. I know you guys are watching somewhere. We love you. Put some 777s in the chat for our CEOs, the 2 best leaders I've ever had the chance to work with, the 2 greatest men to come into my life. We need to make sure we do better than that, guys. Put some 777s. They put together a platform that next year we're about to move, right? We're already moving, right? But put some 777s. Before I get started, I want you guys to really show your gratitude, okay? Because we wouldn't be here right now in this company if it wasn't for them. Okay? I want you guys to put some 777s for them. Because listen, we have to be grateful. I was talking to David a few days ago, and just to see, and even yesterday as well, just to see what he's put together for us. It's a lot of sacrifice. It wasn't a let's just start a company. It was a process. It was several things he had to do, and Ivan Tapia to actually get this company together. So much things they had to battle through, but today we're here and we're thankful and we're grateful. So the topic for today is called the C.H.A. formula, right? This is a training that I actually have put together different elements from different people. Now, this information is not doesn't begin with me and it will not end with me. I didn't create this formula. I created the formula, but I didn't create the information, right? The information has been there from great people that came before me, right? So first and foremost, let's establish we have something called success, okay? So I want you guys to, like, whatever your success goal is, you should have already set your plan for next year. As a matter of fact, I've already got my diary for 2024 and I've already started writing things down in the diary, okay? Like, I'm going to start filling out more stuff, but the point is I've got a whole list of things. I've got, look, November, I've got things written down November. I've already got things planned. I've got, look, September next year. I've already got things written down because you got to have a vision for your life. Now, what is success? Now, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal, right? And me and Katrina, shout out to my wife Katrina. We always talk about, right? What is like, we always talk about the goals. We always talk about, what's gonna happen, right? I've got so many friends close to me that we always talk about what's the goal for next year, right? What's the goal? What's the mentality for next year? What are you pursuing next year? Right? You gotta have that definition for success. Like, what is success? What does that mean to you? Right? You've got to have that burning desire. What do you want? Bob Proctor said it best. What do you really want? A lot of people are just walking through life and they just don't even understand. You're just walking through life. What does like success is a progressive realization of a worthy idea, which means that whatever like it's a gradual goal. It's a gradual goal. It's a gradual goal. And every single day you're moving forward, right? Every single day you're moving forward. Every single day you're moving forward. You're progressing. You're progressing. You're progressing. You're progressing. Right? I'm talking to David this week. He said last week. He said, Derek, by the time I'm 50, we're gonna be $1 billion company. He's already thinking about 2020, like 2032. He's already thinking about when he's 50. He's already thinking 10 years ahead. And when we get to that level, there's gonna be another goal and another goal, right? So that's how powerful this whole idea of success is. Success is a moving target. So now I want you guys to identify what your success is. Now, for me, when I first got involved in this industry, my first goal, monetary goal, was 10,000 a month. That was my first goal because I knew a full-blown entrepreneur makes 10,000 a month. Okay, period. That's the benchmark for real. If you're a real full, I'm not saying you're not an entrepreneur if you don't make 10,000 a month. I'm just saying, if you're making that should be, if you haven't made 10,000 a month as an entrepreneur, that should be your first goal. Okay, that should be your okay, maybe 5K a month, right? Should be like a borderline goal, but like let's say your real big, like the next big goal for you should be 10,000 a month because that's life-changing income for you, right? When I first started making 10,000 a month, almost 4 years ago, trust me, lifestyle changed, postcode changed, clothes changed, the suits I buy changed, right? The cologne I buy changed, the flights I get on changed, everything changed, right? But I had a goal for what I wanted to achieve at that particular time, okay? And for those, I'm gonna kind of share a little bit of my story as well. So, because some of you may just see that Derek, this guy Derek, he's just talking, he's excited, but I come from humble beginnings. I didn't come from money. I didn't come from a wealthy family. I came from a very modest family. My mother, Lorraine Alexander, shout out to mom. Put some love hearts for my mother. She's an incredible woman. My heart, like literally, she is my soul. And she knows exactly, she knew how great I was going to be, even though I went through challenges, right? But she knew what was going to happen. She knew that God was going to give me the grace to make her proud. I went through life, not didn't have an easy upbringing, but that's no excuse, right? Some of us we have to play the cards that we're dealt. When you play blackjack with your friends, and you're playing blackjack, you get dealt 7 cards. Whatever cards you get, you got to work with it. You can't say, oh, let me get some back. No, you can't do that, right? So I had to just play the cards that I was dealt. Went through, different periods of life. I saw my older brother getting involved in certain things, and it kind of inspired me in a negative way. You could say that. And I started to get involved in the wrong crowd, and then eventually I was ended up getting in trouble with the law, and it's a whole nother story. But the point is, coming out of that situation when I was about 15, 16 years old, I decided to go into work. Went into college, and I started to learn about different skills. And then from then on, I said, okay, I had a vision in 2012 that I wanted to be an entrepreneur. I didn't know exactly what type of business, but I knew I wanted to be involved in entrepreneurship in some capacity. And I knew that I wanted to impact people, and I wanted to, be a voice, because I had come out of a certain situation with certain people, and I knew that, it was only a matter of time before I could be an inspiration. I had to now help myself. It's like when you're on an airplane, they say, in the case of an emergency, you have to put the mask on yourself first before you can save somebody else. So I had to make sure that I was sorted. My mind was ready. So then eventually I started going to church. I built a very good relationship with God. I started to really impact men. And to this day, I've got about probably, I met at that time between 2012 and 2016. In that particular ministry I was in, I impacted probably 1,000 men. As a matter of fact, probably about about 50 of those men are now pastors, married. My good friend Carmel's a pastor. My good friend Lewis is a pastor. I got so many friends that are doing well, right? That are doing great things. And alongside that, in 2012, in 2017, I branched into entrepreneurship. My good friend, I gave him a phone call, and we sat down, and I got involved in this industry, and the rest is history. You know, multiple six figures later, family, incredible business, incredible mentors. I got a chance to meet David Amanite back in 2017, changed my entire life. The moment that I saw him, I knew that's my coach. And I pursued him. See, when it comes to mentorship, before I go into the topic, I'm kind of digressing, but I've got a lot to cover. But if you want a mentor, you got to pursue that mentor. Don't expect for the mentor to be calling you more than you call them, right? That's number one rule of mentorship. Mentorship is not an entitlement thing. Oh, well, I work hard. Oh, Derek, well, I'm you could work hard, but the mentor works hard too. And you've got to pursue that mentor, as a matter of fact. And you got, with David, the relationship I have with him now, Derek, but it took time because we had to show that we was worthy of being coached and being mentored by him, right? And it's been an incredible journey, past 6 years, and now we're really moving into a new season, though, right? I was listening to a song this morning by Israel Houghton. It's a gospel song. It says, "It's a new season. It's a new day. Fresh anointing is coming my way." Right? It's about to be a whole incredible new year. So now we've established those things. Let's talk about the C.H.A formula. So we've established what success is. Okay. You know my story now, so you understand, okay, how did I go from where I was to success? Okay. And through this industry, I've met some great people, right? I've been able to, host award shows. One of my best friends, has an award show, and I was able to jump on board and help her, and just incredible things. I've got, I've got friends out now are now speakers and coaches that I'm doing Instagram lives with. I'm doing events with. I'm helping. That is incredible. It's God's grace. Literally, it's nothing that I could even fathom. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's funny, let's start with the C, the C.H.A formula. The C stands for challenges. So I spoke about when I was growing up, how I went through the streets, I went through a lot of negative things. Those were challenges. Then I got in, then my life changed, I got saved, I started to worship God. Through that period of time, there was also challenges, right? Because I was actually training to be a pastor. For those that don't know, I was training to be a pastor, and I was, going through some training, but there were some setbacks I had with that church. The pastor was moving a type of way, so I had to actually move out, like actually leave, right? Because it wasn't the right environment, right? They were like judging me for being an entrepreneur. Like, I'm an entrepreneur. Like, that was a challenge because I thought that was my destiny. But God said, I got something else for you. And then through this industry, I've been able to still be myself and still, quote unquote, impact people spiritually, help them in different areas of life, and still maintain that level of ambition that I have, right? But then through business as well, there's been challenges, many challenges, right? So what is a challenge? Okay. I like to find the definition of words, okay? So let's talk about what the word challenge means. A challenge is a call. Hold on, what mean a challenge? So a challenge is something new and difficult, which requires great effort and determination. So when the challenge takes place in our life, right? It's a new thing. It's not something that, it might be a recurring challenge, but even if it's a recurring challenge that's happened before, it's not going to be in the same way. Does that make sense? It could be like you could have a challenge with a person in your life or with a situation, but it might be a different type of challenge. Does that make sense? So it requires mental toughness to overcome a challenge. You've got to be tough mentally, okay? To overcome challenges, to be someone that can overcome the battles that you face in your life, okay? So a challenge is something that can actually transform you, okay? A challenge can there's many stories of great people, and I like to study great people. Floyd Mayweather, one of my favorite people in the like someone I want to meet. Like if it was five people I want to meet, I would rather meet Floyd than even meet Drake, because Floyd is like one of my heroes. Looking at what he come from, people look at him. Oh, he's arrogant. He's got money. Listen, it's not about that. That's his persona. You think he's like that in real life with his family? No, it's a persona. He had to sell himself to become who he is. But let's talk about the actual story of Floyd. His father was in prison for 5 years. He went through boxing. He used to travel all the way through Michigan. He was from a place called Grand Rapids, Michigan, which is basically um, a place on the East Coast of America. But it was dangerous. It's near Detroit. If you know where Detroit is, where Eminem is from, it's a very serious place. And he was literally in the snow, walking through the snow to the boxing gym. A young kid, 15 years old, no money, nothing. Couldn't even get a bus. Had to walk to the gym. Young Floyd, no one knew who he was. Fighting. His father was a boxer, but his father went prison for 5 years whilst he was an amateur. He went to the Olympics in 1996 in Atlanta. Very interesting, because that's where our convention is going to be. That's interesting, man. That's no mistake, right? Atlanta, Georgia in 1996. He went to the Olympics, and guess what? He got a bronze medal. And he lost the final. I think he got the silver or I think he got the bronze medal. And he cried. There was if you go on YouTube, you'll find it. It was an interview. He was young. He's an 18-year-old Floyd. He's crying. He's like, oh my gosh, I lost. Because he was such a winner. And he was perplexed. He was like, why have I lost this match? Why have I lost to this guy? And apparently it was very controversial. It wasn't even supposed to be a loss, but the judges didn't like it. So they gave the win to the other guy. He was so upset. He went home and he threw away. He just gave the medal to his grandmother. He didn't even want it. He didn't even want the medal. He had the medal, a bronze medal from even though it's a bronze medal, it's still a medal. I don't want it. And he sat down. He said that he said I cried, but I was by myself. I cried. I didn't cry to anybody. It was a challenge. He wanted the gold so bad. He wanted the gold medal so bad, but he missed it by a controversial decision. He went home. He's like, okay, we get into work. Listen, when challenges come into your life, you should relish the opportunity. I'm telling you, I'm about to get into, listen, you should relish the opportunity to have a challenge in your life. You should be celebrating it. Not like, oh yeah, I mean, like, you should be, okay, what is this going to teach me? Right? What is it going to teach me? Not like, oh, I'll bring challenges. No, I'm not saying like that. I'm saying, well, if a challenge does come, don't stress, don't trip about it. Because Floyd, guess what happened? Guess what happened? Floyd came in to the pro league. He came into the 1997. He started boxing. Do you know how many matches Floyd has lost? 0. He fought some of the greatest boxers, Ricky Hatton, Maidana, Cotto. He fought Pacquiao. I don't care if it was later on, whatever. He beat all these people. He beat Maidana. Maidana came at him, right? You can tell I'm a boxing fan, right? But the point is, it was a challenge. He had to overcome. He went through. He was in trouble with the law back in 2009, and he had several things. Today, he's a multi-billionaire worth over, I think, $1.5 billion. You've seen his Instagram. You know what he's about. Regardless of the persona and the arrogance, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about his success. We could talk about Lewis Hamilton. We could talk about so many people, sports people, entrepreneurs, right? Singers, right? That have been through certain things that are now successful, right? Put someone in the chat, guys, who inspires you. A celebrity, a public figure. Who is it, right? You could even say, well, that person came from wealth, or that person had their mom and dad at home. Doesn't matter. Serena Williams, Beyonce. You feel, oh yeah, well, though their dad was around, their mother was around. That's cool, but you think there wasn't still challenges? Right? Jesus Christ. Oh, amen. Absolutely. He went through challenges too. 33 years. Mike Tyson, come on. We're talking about like anybody, right? That went through challenges to become who they were. You think that if Floyd didn't have that bronze medal, do you think he would have become who? I think personally, if he won the gold, he may have got a bit comfortable. I'm just saying. When people come and try and ruffle your listen, I'm the kind of person where if someone comes and ruffles my feathers, I'm like, okay, it's game time. I'm really about that life. I'm like, okay, let's get to work. I've had where people have tried to, act the type of way and been a bit indifferent with myself. And I use that as fuel. I use that as fuel to say, okay, that's fine, no problem. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. One of the greatest, but in my opinion, number two of all time. I put MJ number one. I put Kobe number two. LeBron number three. Right. Period. Right. Could argue with somebody else, but Kobe Bryant, he was the type of person, and even Michael Jordan. If you watch the documentary, and the reason why I'm talking about these people is because these are people that you know. David Beckham. These people, and I'm using a lot of sports people because in this industry, we're basically athletes. We're business athletes. It's the same mentality that you need, right? It's interesting because Michael Jordan, he would relish. There was a guy that he was playing a match one time in I think 1995, and someone tried to push him, and they were bragging. Oh, I'm gonna take MJ today. I'm gonna handle him, and he was speaking out loud. I think his name was Reggie Miller, right? He played for a team called Indiana Pacers, right? And this is a match. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player in the world. Imagine a guy coming to you saying, "I want to take you today," and MJ is like, "Really? All right, cool, challenge." And the rest is history. Like he dominated that match, and MJ. That's why he's the greatest of all time. But all these examples of people, right, are people that have been through challenges. Job in the Bible, classic example, someone that was wealthy. Like if Job was living in today's generation, he would have been a multi-billionaire. He had everything. Back then, wealth was in your animals that you had and in the family and all that kind of stuff. And he had that. God took it away, right? But he actually got, I think, sevenfold or multiple amounts more than what he had at the beginning. You see, when a challenge comes into your life, recognize, right, that you're about to get double for your trouble. I remember Sylvia saying that years ago, right? Double for your trouble. That's what you're going to get. Like, trust me, a challenge. Now we've established what a challenge is. Okay. Now, here's now the connecting line to it. Okay. The challenge. We've established what a challenge is. We spoke about all these people, right? So now you understand. A challenge is something that's a tough moment that requires determination to overcome. Okay, great. So now, write down the word challenge. Guys, by the way, I hope you guys are taking notes. Write down the word challenge. Okay, write down the word challenge, and I want you to circle the first three letters and then the last three letters. What does it spell? Let me know in the chat. Okay. Let me know in the chat. Okay. Let me see who's paying attention. Okay, change. Thank you, Kadeem. Change. Interesting. Okay. So you're telling me that a challenge can change you. And I got that from David, by the way. I give David the credit. That was when I heard that, I was like, okay, this is amazing. Okay, so the challenge takes place. And you see, there was a quote by Shakespeare, and he said, "There's neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so." There's neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it. Listen, I'm in my bag right now. I got my diamond jacket on. Listen, this is a diamond envy. Listen, I'm telling you, this is the whole game right here. There's neither good nor bad, but thinking makes it so. Now, people say, well, how do you know what is bad? But like, it's something that has to be good, something to be bad, and vice versa. Like, how do you know what bad is if there's no good? So technically, there has to be good and bad. But Shakespeare was talking about in terms of when something is thrown at you. I believe he's talking about in a context, not in the context of like if someone goes out there and you know run someone over. That's obviously bad, right? We know that's bad. I'm not gonna say, oh, I'm thinking it's good. No, obviously it's bad. But he's talking about in terms of the context. Remember, guys, a lot of these quotes are in context, and a lot of people take it out of context. But you have to pull it into context that makes sense. There's a reason why it's called context. There's a text that you have to look at, and you can really make sense of it. Now, what he's saying was it's neither good nor bad. So if a situation takes place in your life, you can decide, right? You can decide what how you're going to respond to that challenge. Now, the word decide, it rhymes with other words like homicide and other sides, right? Decide basically means that something dies. So when you say I decide, you, a challenge will come. A challenge will come into your life. Okay. You now have to decide which side is going to die. Are you going to allow the good to prevail of this challenge, or are you going to allow the negative to prevail? I remember back in 2018, I flew to Vegas for the first time. Okay. I went to an event. It was my first convention in the industry. I got involved. I was fired up. I was excited. And at that particular time, I was new in it. This is 5+ years ago, right? I had a team of about 80, about 70 people at the time, right? Came to this event, and I went to Vegas for the convention. But because I was doing all the work, I was like a manager. If I wasn't there, the team wasn't moving at that time, right? Now we've got systems in place. Now people are working. People are having a great time. And we now know how to duplicate. But at that time, people were relying on me. So I went to Vegas. Hey, I'm getting lit. I'm in Vegas. I'm turned up. I'm like, let's go. I'm at the convention. Hey. I'm fired up. I'm excited. And my team back in London, they were like, well, where's Derek? I mean, I was called Junior back then. I'm still called Junior to some people, but Junior, right? Where's Junior? Where is he at? Oh, he's in Vegas. I didn't really put anything in place. It was a challenge. And over time, people kind of, during that trip, people just dropped out. They were just dropping out. That flies. I came back to London and people were like, well, you wasn't around. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I sat there in my apartment. I said, okay, we're about to work. That challenge really made me go harder. And those people actually came back and they blossomed. And some of them are still great friends today. And they say to me, Derek, like, all you had to do was communicate. But I said, listen, man, I was still young in the game. But you see, that challenge could have made me bitter, or it could have. But what part am I gonna decide? What part am I gonna kill? Am I gonna cut off the negative emotions and make it a positive outcome, or am I gonna cut off the positive outcome and make it a negative emotion? You can decide, how am I gonna deal with this challenge, right? Whether it's road rage. Oh, I know about road rage. Trust me. I've had some episodes in the past. Someone cuts you when you're driving, and you got that 3-second period to really decide. Okay, what am I gonna do? Am I gonna flip, or am I gonna just? It's okay. God bless you. Do you want some alive? Right? You can make a decision. How is it going to change you? How is this whole scenario going to alter? Like, is it going to, guys? I'm listening to. I've got this thing where I'm reading. I've completed, like, I set a goal last week to read 4 books before the end of the year, right? And I've read 2. Well, I've almost completed the second one. There's a first book I read called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Great book. Second book I'm reading for like the 10th time is The Secret. And The Secret is probably my has to be one of my favorite books of all time. I'm gonna read another book, two more books. I'm not sure which ones yet, but I'm gonna read a couple more before the end of the year. But guys, when I tell you the mind is so powerful, like the mind has the ability, you can create whatever reality that you want. When you look at the word personality, right? You write down the word personality. Oh, the book is called Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. Dr. Joe Dispenza, Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself. Okay? Wonderful book. Guys, you can like guys, I know it's not always easy. I'm not your guru. I'm not telling you that I'm not an angel, right? We all have to work through this. But your mind has the ability to literally create whatever reality that you want. I'm telling you, you can manifest your desired situation. You can think it into existence. It might take time. Now, the only reason why a lot of people don't have more results is because they always question, when is it going to happen? How long will it take? You know, what? That's your problem. You don't know how long it's going to take. You have to do the work that's required and just let God do the rest. Your mind, you can literally think yourself. A lot of you are just, a lot of us, we go through it. Like, oh, I know, how long will it take? I want it now. Listen, it's going to come over time. It's going to take place. I'm telling you. One of my friends set a target years ago. She was going to move out the country. I'm gonna live somewhere else. I want to live I want to live somewhere else. I want to live somewhere else. Over time, she became a very successful HR executive. And as of like in the near future, she's actually moving to her dream place to live in a luxury environment. But if I ask her today, okay, like, how did that work? She'll say, well, I just had it in my mind and I just kept on going until it took place. There's so many people that you can talk about that had now living their dream life, but it took time. It takes time. You think my success wasn't overnight. It took me 3 years to make my first 6 figures. But now, when I made my first 6 figures, it was a wrap. I figured out how to do it, and I made multiple 6 figures. Me and Katrina made multiple. Why? Because the first time we figured it out, we mentally was able to tap into that level of subconscious reality. The word personality, right? Write down the word personality. Personality. Your personality is a breakdown of your personal reality. You see, a lot of us, we don't get the results we want because we are not tapped in with our subconscious. You got to understand this, guys. I'm telling you, this is the game right here. Are you guys, look, I'm telling you, guys, I'm telling you right now, when you get this, guys, I shed so many tears in the past over this. When I realized what this, when you realize how powerful the mind is, I'm telling you, you're going to laugh. Like, I can manifest right now, okay, I'm going to sign up 3 people today, and it will happen. Last night, I was on the phone to a lady that was in my team in IM years ago, right? And when she she went on to do other things, and at that time, the lady who was her personal mentor was upset. Oh, Junior, why is she leaving for? I said, listen. I said, don't worry about it. She'll be back. I said it. I spoke it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna message her. I set a target, right? The past couple of months, I'm gonna call every leader I know. Every person, listen, everyone's coming. They're coming. Right? Someone put in the chat, they're coming. Listen, we're on smoke right now. NVU is the best company in the world. I will call an 8-figure earner, and I'll get them on a call with Dave and say, listen, bro, I know you're making 20 million a year. We need to have a look at this company. That's how confident I am about this business. I'll call anybody. I'll call CEOs and say, listen, you got to join this company. I have complete confidence in this business because my mentor, David, is a good person. He loves people, and I know his leadership will carry us to the next level by the grace of God. When you understand the power of the mind, when you understand how incredible the mind is. I spoke to this lady last night. I said, listen, her name's Lavana. I said, Lavana, you got to join right now. She goes, Derek, I'm in another company. I said, no, you can stay in it. Don't worry, you're doing that. No problem. But it's time to work. I said to her, Lavana, when's the last time that your mentor, your upline, came to your city to do an event? Oh, he's never come. I said to her, okay, what's your highest month in network marketing? What's your highest month earning? $2,000 in a month. I said, okay, that's good. I like that. I said, we're gonna get to 10,000 a month in 2024. What? I said, yeah, I believe. You see, your level of belief will always show in what you say. Your level of belief, someone put that in the chat. If you're speaking negatively, that's because you don't believe. Because Bishop Ivy Hilliard said it best. You see, when it comes down to your mentality, right? Do you know you can have negative or positive faith? Oh, yeah, you can have it. Doubt and unbelief. You see, doubt can be, you can remove doubt. But when it goes into unbelief, it's the opposite of belief. So if you believe you're going to be a multi-millionaire in this industry, you believe it's going to happen. And believing is seeing the unseen before it's seen. Believing it's going to happen. You're going to make $1 million next year. Do you believe it? You've got to have, you guys, look, you got to be insane. Conor McGregor, the greatest, MMA player, MMA fighter, right? Again, say what you want about Conor. I respect, he's an immense athlete, one of the greatest athletes I've ever seen. He said, when it comes to success, you got to be a little bit gone to it. You got to be a little bit tapped. You can't be like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I don't want to be like everybody else. I do not want to be like everybody else. That's average. To be a multi-millionaire, it takes effort, it takes mentality, it takes grind, it takes grit, it takes determination, it takes networking, it takes sacrifice. You cannot get there. You think I got to six figures, multiple six figures by just lying around saying kumbaya, my lord, kumbaya. No, you can't kumbaya your way to success. You have to put the work in, but you have to believe. You see, doubt turns into unbelief, right? When I said our organization will be the #1 organization in this company, I listen, I have respect for everybody in MVU, but nobody is greater than this organization. Period. I don't care. We are going to do the biggest numbers in the entire company. 2024. I'm telling you. Why? Because I believe. Doubts. People have doubts. You ask them, hey, do you believe you can be rich? Oh, yeah, that's doubt. But if then someone says, do you believe you can be rich? I don't know. I just don't. Nah. When they start saying they don't think it, that's unbelief. It's the opposite of belief. It's the opposite of belief. It's a disempowering state. And you see, there's something called the frequency chart that has different frequencies. The highest frequency is like love and gratitude and bliss. When you're in that state, you're at the highest frequency. The lowest state is shame, guilt. Pride is not even the lowest. Pride is like mid mid to low. But like the lowest is shame. And a lot of people, they are ashamed, they're ashamed of their past or certain things that have happened. That's why they're disempowering themselves from being at the high frequency. You completely you've thrown away the ability to create the success you want because of your low frequency. Okay, so now we've established that a challenge can change you positively or negatively, right? Are you guys with me so far? I hope you guys are getting this information. Now we're moving into the last part of the formula, the H, right? Sorry, the A, right? C.H.A, right? Sorry, Um, sorry, challenge, change. So here we go. Champions. Now it's no mistake that we have a rank in this company called champions, the champions rank. Oh yeah, we're gonna have 250 champions in the first quarter of the year in our group. 1,000+ champions in our group 2024. When I say we're going to be an Imperial Diamond organization, I'm not joking. We're going to be the #1 organization in this company. Do you guys believe that? Put I believe in the chat. I'm raising your frequency right now. I want you guys to understand what we're about to accomplish together. It's not a me thing. It's not a Katrina thing. It's a us thing. All of us together are with the same mind. So, champions. Okay. I'm going to go a little bit over time, so I hope you don't mind. Champions. Okay. I need, before we continue, I need 4 people. If you can direct message me, I'm going to share some slides in a minute. I want you guys to read out the affirmations. We're going to have an affirmation session after this. So we'll probably finish at about 11:30. Hope you guys don't mind. I know it's supposed to be an hour, but the spirit is here. So just private message me on here, or just put a 1 in the chat if you want to actually read out. If you don't mind, you don't have to share your camera. You can just read out the affirmations. Okay, so there's 4 of you. The first 4 people, you guys can read out the script in a moment. Okay, put a 1 in the chat. 1 in the chat. Amazing. So, okay, amazing. So, and everyone needs to read it at the same time, guys. Okay, so as we read it, we're gonna read it together. We can all read it together. So one of you guys read it. High energy, and all of us are gonna read it. So as it's on the screen, I want you guys to read it together. And also, you can post it. I would advise post it on social media, like post the affirmations as you're reading it. Post it. Tag the leaders, because it creates curiosity. People want to be a part of something like this. Listen, what we're about to do, the whole world, everybody's gonna come. They're watching right now. They're on Instagram. Oh yeah, what's Derek doing? You guys are coming. I'm on Instagram Live. You guys are coming. Don't worry. They're watching. What's Derek doing? What's he doing? Oh yeah. We're working. Come. It's time. Come on. Don't worry about it. Right? Anyway, I digress. So let's talk about challenge. Right? Talk about challenge. We spoke about change. Champions. When a challenge changes you positively, you become a champion. Now, I'm going to play that song Champion at the end because it's a powerful song, right? And have you noticed something? The first 3 letters of the word challenge, the first 3 letters of the word change, and the first 3 letters of the word champion has what 3 letters? Put in the chat. C.H.A. Listen. I got this revelation in the gym, and I know it was God. It wasn't me. It was the Holy Spirit. It wasn't me, because it was completely just bam. Lavana, you need to be on the link. I sent you the link on WhatsApp. You need to jump on. Lavana, I see you, Lavana. I see you on Instagram Live. Jump onto the Zoom. Yeah, I see her. Yeah, you. Yeah, I see you. Yeah. Anyway, so listen, C.H.A. So there is a, and this is the C.H.A formula. For you to go from a challenge to a change your life, to now become a champion, you have to have these 3 components. Okay, C, H, and A. You guys ready? C is consistency. Because through this journey, you're going to have several things that are going to happen. But consistency is what you win a lot of people's respect. You see, I didn't come into this industry and became a 6-figure earner in 6 months. But I was the guy that was at every event back in 2017. You can ask anybody, anyone in the UK space knows exactly who I am. They will tell you, any leader in this industry, doesn't matter what company, they're like, yeah, I know Derek. You know why? I wasn't the high flyer in the first year. I wasn't the high flyer in the second year. But one thing I done is I was extremely consistent, right? I was extremely consistent. I never allowed any person, situation to take me off my goal. Oh, I was ready. I had my vision environment. I had my affirmations. I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a multi-millionaire. I'm a six-figure earner. I'm changing people's lives. I was completely focused. I didn't care how good or how I don't care how good or how bad I felt. I would just work. I would be consistent. And if you look at the word consistency, you can break it down into three mini words: consist and see, right? Consist and see. If you consist, you will see your results. And once you understand how to tap into your subconscious mind and create what you want, you can create anything. Like you can manifest. Like, I'm about to make some calls. We've got some leaders right now. Listen, I manifested it. I've been speaking it. I'm so happy and grateful now that new successful leaders are coming into my business. We got leaders right now lining up to get started. I was laughing. I called David. I said, David, it's happening. I said, David, I sent out 100 messages. And David's like, yeah, there you go. Because he understands. You know, it's fun. I had a leader message me, Derek, man, I want to find out about the comp plan. I want to find out, I want to talk to my leaders about this company. We got leaders that are lining up to get started, to get positioned for 2024. This is the week. If I was you, if there's any high level entrepreneur, anybody that you just want to have in your business, this is the week to call them. The week before Christmas, oh yeah. Listen, because this is where people are the most, they are the most open right now. There's something called the clock of like the, I forgot what Eric calls it. He calls it the clock, like the clock. I don't know. There's something. It's like a clock, but it's like a thing of like 12 to 3, 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12. 12 to 3. Those are the people that are like, they're not really that open. They got an issue. They might have a problem, but no one knows about it. So they're not really that open. They're like, yeah, I'll let you know. You know, I'll let you know when yeah, we'll talk later, right? Then you have the 3 to 6 people. Those are people that are like, they're a bit more open because it's like they're like, okay, they got a problem that others know about in their family and stuff. They've got to sort stuff out. They've got to make it happen, right? And then you've got the 6 to 9 people. 6 to 9, those are people that if they don't make a choice right now to get started, they're in serious trouble. That 6 to 9 is pretty much a lot of people right now. I'm not saying that, oh, it's just a money thing. It could be just a fulfillment thing. Some people make great money, but they just don't have a lot of fulfillment, right? So right now, 6 to 9 is where a lot of people are. And then you got 9 to 12, which is sign me up. When they get to 9 to 12, that part of the clock, oh, I'm in. So right now, this is the time of the year. You should make 100 phone calls before the end of the year. You should do that. And we have an event, guys. By the way, a quick plug for our event. January 13th, we have an event in London, in central London, a beautiful venue. Listen, guys, you want to be at that event. So reach out to me directly. Can someone put the link in the chat, please? Someone get the link for the event and put it in the chat, please. And guys, I want you guys to get your tickets right now. If you haven't got your ticket, get your ticket right now, guys. Even if you're part of the team, grab your ticket because I know you're definitely coming. Bring your guests, invite people, right? This is the time to make, guys. I'm about to call everybody, guys. I'm so I was up till 4 in the morning last night. I was fired up. I'm telling you, I'm calling everybody. If you know me, if I know you, I'm calling you. If I find your Instagram, I'm DMing you. Everyone is getting in. I'm calling everybody. I'm calling everybody. You know why? Because I know I know what's gonna happen next year. I know. That event in Atlanta, in Atlanta, I'm telling you, 5,000 people in Atlanta. We're getting our diamond jackets. Listen, you want to be there. You do not want to miss the event. I'm telling you, NVU embroidery. Come on, man. You want to be there. I'm telling you. Okay. And you guys are going to be diamonds on that stage. You're going to be getting your jacket too. So listen, guys, consistency. Okay. This is the time of the year to call people. People are open. They want to start their new year with something new. Trust me. I've had so many people reach out recently. Derek. And they reach out all the time. But this time of the year, it's a different energy. They really want to change it. They really want to change their life. You got to stay in the game. Consistency. You see, I'm respected for my consistency in this game and my results, but my consistency, no one can ever say, listen, for the past 7 years, I've been working non-stop in this industry. Okay. I've been tapped in with this space, building. Even when, we were pre-launching this company on the phone, calling people and relationships. I mean, that's how I could do a whole training on relationships. That's a whole nother topic. Relationship building, not just calling someone to recruit them into your business, calling them to find out about their family. Do you know their wife's name? Do you know their husband's name? Do you know their kids' names? I know that I know their kids' names. Even people that are not even in the business, big leaders. When I tell you 7-figure earners are going to be joining our group, I'm telling you, you think this is a joke? It's going to happen. It's nothing. They're not Jesus. They're a human being like us. Why can't they join? Why can't they join tonight? It's in your mentality. What do you believe it can really happen? Do you believe it is possible for you to sign up someone that's even more influential than you? You should always recruit up, not recruit down. Always finding people that are better. I recruit people that are better than me, multi-millionaires. I'm not shy. Hey, bro, how's it going? Obviously, there's a different approach to how you do that with those people, but regardless, they're getting in. Everybody's getting in. Everybody is getting in. I'm telling you now. You're about to see a whole different Derek. No more kumbaya. No more, no, we're working. If you guys are in a different city other than London, we're coming to your city. Lavana, we're coming to Bristol. Sophie, Tonyan, we're coming back to Birmingham, right? Wherever you guys are, we're coming. If you're international, Nigeria, we're coming. If you're in Trinidad, we're coming. USA, we got Teveron, Tamera, we're coming. Miami, LA. Next year, I'm going to LA. Next year, we're going to Atlanta. Next year, we're going everywhere. You're in Singapore, we're coming. You're in Japan, we're coming. We don't care. We're coming. Listen, we're going to launch Asia massively. We're going to have teams in Singapore, Japan, everywhere. That's a whole nother market, guys. Philippines, thousands of leaders over there. I spoke to a guy out in Philippines. He makes 48K a month. He's joining, he's getting in. I'm telling you, Ghana, France, Germany, Colorado. Listen, it's happening. Anyway, we can go all day. But listen, guys, you can tell I'm excited. So the C.H.A. C is the consistency. The H is humility. Okay? Being humble enough. And this is now focusing on mentorship. You gotta be coachable and teachable. Listen, far too many people feel they know what's going on. Oh, I know how to build. Well, why aren't you got the results then yet? Okay? You've got to understand coachability doesn't mean that the person's better than you. When I listen to David, every word he says, I take his advice. It doesn't mean he's like, oh, I'm less than him. We're both God's people, but he has more results. He's obviously the legend that he is. I don't take his leadership. For those that know me, I talk about David all the time to them because he's changed my life. Sincerely, it's not about all the money he makes and all the status he has. That's great. But even if no one knew how much he made, or no one, if we never had any Instagram, no one would know he has all these things he has financially. but they would know he's a good person because of how many lives he's changed. I'm not attracted to people's money and their status and all that. So that's great. But that money and status comes and goes, right? I'm talking about the person that they are. That's my mentor. That's my coach. That's someone that I'm accountable to. He knows my entire life. He knows my good days and my not so good days. And that's humility. Humility is not a personality trait. It's recognizing that you don't have something that somebody else has. So when someone like David comes and says, Derek, here's what, but listen, everybody wants to mentor. Derek, can you mentor me? David, can you mentor me? Katrina, can you mentor me? Hey, Gary, can you mentor me? Shanita Foster, can you mentor me? But guess what? Are you ready for the mentorship? Are you ready to be told when you're doing wrong? Are you ready to be given constructive criticism? A lot of people want to be mentored. And then when they're actually confronted with when they're not doing the right thing, I'm not your manager. I'm not your boss. I'm just saying, listen, here's what the play is. Let's run the play. I have a mentor too. You think David doesn't tell me when I'm doing wrong? There's certain things I've done. Derek, you can't do like that. You got to do it this way. Derek, you got to do this way. You got to work this way. There's certain mistakes I've made in leadership, and that's okay. And David will say, no, don't do it that way. Do it. That's humility. I don't argue with him. I mean, there's people that argue with their coach, and you try and debate with your coach. Listen, they've got the results you don't have. Why are you arguing with your coach? Can I be honest, guys? Can I be real? David is tough on me. You think I'm nice to you guys? Trust me. Me and David have had some. He's told me about myself, and I take it. I say, bro, you know what? I'm sorry, because I'm humble. I understand he's got the results. He cares about me enough to tell me. Here's a gentleman that's made over $100 million. He doesn't have to talk to me like he talks to me. But here, Derek, no, you got to fix up on that. I got you, bro. I don't trip. There's a gentleman called Mark Yarnell, one of the greatest coaches of all time. And Mark Yarnell said this, and guys, listen, Mark Yarnell, a lot of you won't know who he is. He's one of the greatest network marketers of all time. He is one of my heroes, man. I love Yarnell. Incredible. He wrote a book called Your First Year in Network Marketing. He wrote another book called Your Best Year. Incredible leader. He made over $30 million in this industry. And he made it back in the 80s and 90s when it was different. It wasn't like Facebook, Instagram. He made it back in the days when you had to grind. You had to put the work in. And he said, Yarnell said this. He passed away. He went away. He transitioned in 2016. Rest in peace. He's now with the Lord, but when he was here on earth, he had a call with a meeting with Eric Worre. And he said, because Eric asked him, okay, what is your criteria for a mentee? When someone wants to be a mentee, when someone wants to be humble, to be underneath your mentorship, what's your criteria? He said, well, the first things first, they've got to commit to at least a year, right, with me, working with me, and not looking at any other opportunities or wasting their time. They're going to be focused for at least 1 year. And I would really say even 12 to 18 months to see the results. Number two, they've got to be willing to follow everything that I tell them, right? And not argue with me about what I've told them to do, right? And once they've said yes, I'm willing to do those things, he now said, okay, great, let's work together. Okay? Coachable and teachable. I'm not saying I'm your boss, I'm your manager. I'm just saying, are you willing to commit to the process and not argue with the coach? The coach is not going to tell you something that's wrong. The coach is going to tell you, right, what is best for you. We have a vested interest in helping you win, because if we help enough people get what they want, we're going to get everything that we want. That's how it goes. You can't, that's how the game goes, guys. That's how the whole thing goes. I wouldn't have got to where I got to without a mentor, without a coach. And even I've got books that I'm reading right now, and I'm listening to these people that have more results than me. I'm listening to The Secret. He's talking about, creating the results and thinking about the results that you want. Like, it's so incredible. And I'm growing. That's why I can talk like this, because I'm actually doing what I'm saying. I'm not just teaching because I like to talk. I'm teaching because I'm doing what I'm saying. I'm actually in that process of, yes, getting perfect information from an imperfect person. And listen, some people are just not ready for mentorship. You're just not ready. You think you're ready, but you're not. Because, oh, yeah, I want to be mentored by you. And then when you give them a play, listen, guys, you can always know who's coachable and who's not coachable. If you give someone a play and they don't follow it, you're not coachable. If I say, listen, read this book and you don't read it, don't tell me and don't complain when you don't get the results that you want. I'm sorry. Because how can you tell me that, oh, I want to make it, I want to make it. And I'm telling you, read this book, listen to this audio, and you don't listen to the audio, what do you want me to do? Pull a rabbit out of a hat? Oh, here's diamond for you. Here's 100,000 a month. No, right? This is funny, man. People, listen, you've got to understand this, guys. You cannot expect the results if you're not willing to follow the play. A lot of people want the mentor because it sounds really good. I got a mentor. I got a mentor. Listen, if you want to be mentored, be ready to be corrected. Be ready to get given information that's going to transform you. It might be hard. It might be tough, right? But in order for that goal to be birthed within you, it's gonna take some change. It's gonna take some stretching. It's gonna be uncomfortable. But you've got to do it. You've got to do it, guys. You've got to do it. I'm telling you, because we're not going to tell you something, or whoever your coach or mentor is. And guys, listen, not everybody's a mentor. Let's make that true. Not everybody in this industry is a mentor. Everyone wants to be a mentor. No, you're a coach at the beginning. When you get some results, you become a mentor. And also, the difference between a coach and a mentor is a coach is someone that helps you with a specific area. A mentor is someone that actually gives you life advice. Write this down. A mentor is someone that is involved in your every part of your life. Like David is involved. He's helped me become a better person in every area of my life, in my personal life and in my business life. That's a mentor. A coach could be a Tony Robbins, could be a Jim Rohn, could be a Kobe Bryant. These are people I look at them, but there's only one or two areas that I really take that advice, like mindset, or John C. Maxwell will be leadership. But a mentor is a serious thing. Don't be throwing that word around. Everyone, oh, mentor, mentor. Listen, you can call that person a mentor. Of course, you can call them a mentor, but if you call them a mentor, you better be a mentee, because mentorship is tough. It's uncomfortable. I'm telling you. Like, you think, oh yeah, it must be amazing working with David. Yeah, it's amazing, but working with someone like of that level of understanding, working with someone like David, it's like it's a lot, because it's like, okay, I got to be on my A game. I can't be slacking. I gotta make it. He's got to see that what I'm doing. So it's positive pressure. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes, guys. It's you have to embrace that. Okay. So the last one, A, so C.H.A, the last one is attitude. Positive mental attitude. To become a champion in this industry. Not just champion in terms of the rank, but beyond that, the mindset. You have to have the attitude of gratitude. Every morning, listen, I'm not perfect. Trust me, I'm not an angel. I'm not claiming to be the angel Gabriel. I'm not claiming to be King David or King Solomon or any of these. No, I'm far from it. But I'm still grateful for who I've become today. I'm still working on myself. I've got a lot to work on in myself. God knows that. People close to me know that. We're all a work in progress. But be grateful, because the life that you have right now, someone else wants that. Right? And an attitude of gratitude, and also an attitude of growth is very important to your life. You know, a positive mental attitude. You have to decide. Do you want to think like a champion? Okay, guys? Or do you want to allow the challenges of life to affect your future? So that's the training over. Put some 777s if you got some value today. I hope you guys got value. I know I went a little bit over time, but I pray you guys took notes because that was from the heart. And I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I'm fired up for you guys, man. I'm grateful. You guys got some information that will change your life. Don't forget to grab your tickets for our event, January the 13th, 2024. Listen, it's about to go down, okay? So now we're going to do our affirmation session, okay? And we're going to have the 4 people that I actually called up that put one in the chat first. So I'm going to, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to unmute you, okay? And then I want you to basically read out, there'll be 4 slides that I'm going to bring up, okay? Each slide, you just read, I'm going to share my screen. You're going to read out the affirmations, but please read it out with massive energy, okay? And then everyone that's on this call, if you can just read out and repeat, right, the affirmation, okay, to yourself out loud, okay? And repeat it with energy as well. If you're at work right now, just do it as loud as you can. If you're at home, obviously, you can go crazy. And I want you to read it out with energy. So whoever I call it, the first person will be Sophie. Next person will be Tony Ann, Jennifer, and then we need one more person, guys. Someone put a 1 in the chat. Okay, Kadeem, great. So you 4 are going to be up. Let me just write that down so I don't forget. All right, so Kadeem, Jennifer, Tony Ann, and Sophie. Okay, great. So, guys, before we do this, what is an affirmation? Okay, an affirmation is a positive statement that you say to empower yourself, to empower your state. There's different states in the mind, okay? And there's the highest state of human consciousness is called delta state, delta, okay? And that's a level in the mind where you're completely focused. Have you ever been in a state where like you feel like you're in the zone, you're working so hard, like you don't think about nothing else, you're just working. If you, affirmations and positive thinking gets you to that stage where you can get is below delta, there's something called beta. And so those two are like kind of the two that you're going to be floating, you know, then you got alpha state, different states. But the goal is to be at the highest state possible. So I'm going to read out to you a simple definition of an affirmation. Okay. Something that is affirmed, a statement or proposition that is declared to be true. Confirmation or ratification of the truth or validity of a prior judgment, decision, etc. So it's basically a statement or proposition that is declared to be true. So it's true, like it's happened already. It may not have happened in the physical, but it's definitely happened in the spiritual. Okay, guys. So we're gonna go ahead with the first slide. So Sophie, I'm gonna unmute you. Okay, and you're gonna read out, okay, the affirmation, okay, one by one. So I'm so happy and grateful. And then you just read out of energy. And we're going to, I want you, and all of you on this call, repeat the affirmation as well with Sophie. Okay, obviously, you guys are all going to be muted, but you know, you guys can speak to yourself and affirm. And guys, I guarantee you're going to feel different, you know, after saying these affirmations. Okay, guys. So Sophie, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here, Mentor Derek. Thank you
What's
so
going
much.
on?
Good morning. Good morning, everyone.
So let's get started. So I'm gonna share the first slide. Okay, and then we're gonna go from there. All right, Sophie, over to you.
Okay, let's go. Wealthy team affirmation. I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm having an amazing day. Number 1. Number 2, today my business is exploding. Number 2. Number 3, today my business is multiplying. Number 4, today I get great news. Yes, let's go. Number 5, today I experience miracle. I receive it. We receive it. Number 6, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm attract great leader into my business. Number 7, I'm an enterprising, productive, and prosperous. Number 8, I'm so happy and grateful now that I have 100 brand new champions in my organization by December 31st, 2023. Number 9, I'm so happy and grateful now that 5 brand new diamond and above broke in my organization by December 31st, 2023. Number 10, I'm so happy and grateful now that 26-figure earner broke in my organization by December 21st, 2023. Number 11, I'm so happy and grateful now that 20 customers join my business every day. Number 12, I'm so happy and grateful now that there is a peace, harmony, and love in my team. Yes. Number 13, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a sapphire diamond by 31st of January 2024. 14, I'm so happy and grateful now that individuals who are ambitious, have a strong desire for success, highly motivated and sharp, are joining my organization every day. Number 15, I'm so happy and grateful now that influencers who are ambitious, have a strong desire for success, highly motivated and super sharp, are joining my organization every day. Number 16, I'm so happy and grateful now that the rest of my life is the best part of my life. Yes. 17, I'm so happy and grateful now that I know impossibility in all of my endeavors. Number 18, I'm so happy and grateful now that I educate, I empower, and I enrich my generation. Number 19, I'm so happy and grateful now that this is the very least I will ever be in all areas of my life, spiritually, physically, mentally, and financially. Number 20, I'm so happy and grateful now that I travel the world. Yes. Number 21, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am a 6-figure earner in the digital entrepreneurship industry by December 31st, 2023. Number 22, I'm so happy and grateful now that I own a brand new champion. No, a brand new car. Okay.
Well, what's your dream car, Sophie? Lamborghini?
No, my dream car is what's the name? Lamborghini is one, but Bentley. Yeah, I'm so happy and grateful now that I own a brand new Bentley by 31st of January 2024. 23, I'm so happy and grateful now that I love myself more and more every single day, and that's true. 24, let's go down, brother. Thank you. 24, I can't really see.
I'll read it out. I am so happy and grateful now that so you can insert your name.
Okay, I'm so happy and grateful now that I am
A solution. I am a
put my name, yeah?
solution.
I'm so happy and grateful now that Sophie,
yes.
I am a solution to the problem of my generation.
Let's go. Put some 777
go.
for Sophie. We're gonna move over to Tony Ann. And let's make it happen. Tony Ann, are you there? Are you there, my sister?
I'm here.
What's happening? What's happening? All right.
Happy Monday, everybody.
We've got the American accents now, you know what I mean? We've got the American
Learn for the best.
We alternate between the two. You know what I'm saying? So
International, baby.
so go ahead. So go ahead, Tonian, and
Am I reading this whole page, Derek? Yeah?
Yeah, the whole
Or
page.
no? Okay, cool. I am a moneymaker. I am successful. I am attractive. I am confident. I am limitless. I am worthy. I am powerful. I am bold. I am perfect. I am strong. I am blessed. I am grateful. I am a great leader. I am a diamond leader. I am determined, dynamic, persistent, ambitious, and faithful. A beautiful, sophisticated professional called to be a loving, world-renowned motivator. My name is Tony Ann Cooper. I am happy. I am healthy. I am wealthy. I am humble. I am a winner. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I will never be broke another day in my life. I will live the fullest of life in all God has for me. I am a force for good. I am a force for good. I am a champion. I am a force for God. I am a force for good. I am a champion. I set new standards. I defy the odds. I break generational curses. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. Tony Ann Cooper, I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. I am in a constant state of attracting all the good that I deserve and desire. No weapon formed or fashioned against me, Tony Ann Cooper, shall prosper. Every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It is my season. It is my season. It is my turn. It is my turn.
Jeez. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Let's go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So that end made me smile. I was like, whoa, let's get it. Let's get it. Wonderful. So next Jennifer. Jennifer, let me find you. Jennifer, how you doing, sis? How you doing? Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you?
I'm incredible. How you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Morning,
wonderful.
everyone.
Wonderful. Go ahead, Jennifer. Go ahead. Can you see the screen?
Not yet. It's
Hold on.
not yet.
Let me just see. Give me a second. Let me open it up again. Give me a second. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Okay, cool. Zoom share. Give me a second. Let me just download it again. Where is it at? Where is it at? Okay, put it there. And then do it like this. How am I doing that? 1 second. Okay, read out this one. Let me see if I can add the next one on there. Can you see it now?
Okay, that one's come up. Yeah, that one's come up.
Amazing.
So let me just enlarge it quickly.
So this is called the self-confidence formula.
Yeah.
We'll be doing a training on this at some point as well. This is a powerful formula in the book Think and Grow Rich. So
Okay.
I know it's a bit small, so you have to zoom in if you can.
Yeah. Number one, I know that I have the ability. Oh, hold on.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
I know that I have the ability to achieve the object of my definite purpose in life. Therefore, I demand of myself persistent, continuous action towards its attainment. And I here and now promise to render such action. I realize the dominating thoughts of my mind will eventually reproduce themselves in outward physical action and gradually transform themselves into physical reality. Therefore, I will concentrate my thoughts for 30 minutes daily upon the task of thinking of the person I intend to become, thereby creating in my mind a clear mental picture of that person. I know that through the principle of autosuggestion, any desire that I persistently hold in my mind will eventually seek expression through some practical means of attaining the object back of it. Therefore, I will devote 10 minutes daily to demanding of myself the development of self-confidence. I have clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim. I've clearly written down a description of my definite chief aim in life, and I will never stop trying until I have developed sufficient self-confidence for its attainment. I fully realize that no wealth or position can long endure unless built upon truth and justice. Therefore, I will engage in no transaction which does not benefit all whom it affects. I will succeed by attracting to myself the forces I wish to use, and I will cooperate and the cooperation of other people. I will induce others to serve me because of my willingness to serve others. I will eliminate hatred, envy, jealousy, selfishness, and cynicism by developing love for all humanity, because I know that a negative attitude toward others can never bring me success. I will cause others to believe in me because I will believe in them and in myself. I will sign my name to this formula, commit it to memory, and repeat it aloud once a day with full faith that it will gradually influence my thoughts and actions so that I will become self-reliant and a successful person.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Put some 777s in the chat for Jennifer. I'm actually going to share the last slide just on my phone to make it easier, actually. I'm not sure why it's not sharing. Let me see if I can share it. Let me see if I can share it again on my see if I can share it on my screen again. Let me see. Let me see. I don't know why it's not sharing. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Okay. Last one. Kadeem, I'm gonna unmute you. Give me a second, bro. I'm just gonna get you, make sure this is all set up. Okay. No, that's the old one. Hold on. That's not that one. This is the last one. Is that the one that we had? Wait, hold on, hold on, hold on. Got that one there. Hold on. I think it's the same one twice. Let me just see. Oh, hold on. Okay. Let me just show it on my phone. Kadeem, are you ready, my man? Are you ready? Okay, okay, okay. Hold on, give me a second. Let me unmute you right now. Yes, sir. What's going on, champ? What's going on?
I'm all good. I'm all blessed. How are you, man?
I'm fantastic, bro. I'm fantastic. Okay, amazing. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna. Can you see it
Morning,
now?
everybody. I can see it. I can see it. I can see it.
Amazing,
I
amazing.
am wealthy and I am wealthy and rich. I live in plenty and I swim in plenty. I have abundance. Everything I touch increases in value. I know the secrets of riches and wealth. I attract money daily. Money pursues me. I am a cheerful giver. I am effortlessly wealthy and rich. My gift daily produces for me. I am daily I am daily in the company of like-minded, wealthy, and powerful people. I've adopted God's financial plan for my life. I follow and fulfill it daily. I have and use all the resources I need to prosper myself and others. I make more money than I spend. I know exactly what I need to do and to give in return for the exact amount of money I desire. I am a cash multimillionaire. I'm so happy and grateful now that I have turned my annual income into my monthly income into my weekly income, and my weekly income into my daily income. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities from multiple sources on a continuous basis. I'm so happy and grateful now that money comes to me in increasing quantities. The money is growing, the quantity is growing, the multiple sources on a continuous basis. I see the money flowing to me. I see the money flowing to me now in increasing quantities. I see the money flowing into my bank account from multiple sources, multiple businesses, multiple investments, and multiple customers. The money is flowing continuously. The money is flowing continuously. The money is like a river flowing into my bank account on a continuous basis. The money is like a river flowing into my bank account on a continuous basis. I, Kadeem Roderick, am like a tree planted by the rivers of water. I bring forth my fruits in and out of a season. My leaves shall never wither, and whatsoever I do, I shall prosper.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. We are fired up. Put some 777s. I'm proud of all of you. I know it was a long call, but I'm happy you guys got incredible value, man. We love you. And I pray that your week is now ready to rock and roll. Your week is incredibly ready and set to make it happen. One more plug for our event, January 13th, guys. This event, you must be in the room. Even if you're international, fly into London. It's going to be phenomenal. Leaders are flying in. Leaders are going to be at that event. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal, guys. Don't forget, we have our calls. There'll be some new beginners orientation calls happening as well. Yeah, I'll send you the affirmations directly so you guys can see that. Also, there's a presentation. There'll be an overview tonight at 7:30 p.m. Katrina is going to be doing a presentation for everybody who wants to see the business. 7:30 p.m. There'll be an overview. There'll be more details for that. So reach out to the person that's your sponsor, and they will give you the link and all the information for that exclusive call. I will also be doing a couple orientation calls for new traders, like a beginner's training. There is a new launch system. So whenever someone gets started, there's a new link that we send out where it shows you how to create your demo account, how to create your live account. It's very, very simple and very, very seamless. So God bless you guys. I'll see you guys very, very soon. Don't forget to write those 100 goals, and I'll see you on our next call. Take care. Good night or good day, and God bless. Bye-bye.